Welcome to an extraordinary journey into the life of one of the most remarkable figures in history, Mansa Musa, the wealthiest man who ever lived. His reign over the Mali Empire not only solidified his place as a legend, but also set a standard for wealth, power, and influence that few have ever matched. Prepare to explore the story of a ruler whose riches not only stunned the world, but reshaped the very fabric of his empire and left an enduring legacy that still captivates the world today. Mansa Musa, born in 1280, inherited a kingdom already prosperous, but through his intelligence, ambition, and strategic vision, he expanded the Mali Empire to unprecedented heights. By the time he ascended to the throne in 1312, Mali controlled a significant portion of the world's gold reserves. In an era when gold was the foundation of wealth, Mansa Musa's control over the trade routes and vast gold mines made him a global figure of extraordinary wealth. The Mali Empire at the time of Mansa Musa's rule stretched across West Africa, covering modern-day Mali, Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, and Chad. With its control over trade routes and access to gold and salt, Mali became a hub for merchants, scholars, and adventurers from across the known world. It was during Mansa Musa's reign that Mali reached its golden age, and the world began to take notice of the wealth flowing from the empire. The event that cemented Mansa Musa's legendary status was his pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, a journey that would make headlines across the known world. The Hajj is a sacred obligation for Muslims, but for Mansa Musa, this pilgrimage was not just an act of religious devotion. It was also an opportunity to display the grandeur and wealth of his empire on a global stage. His pilgrimage was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Mansa Musa did not travel alone. He was accompanied by a staggering entourage of 60,000 people, including soldiers, courtiers, and merchants. His caravan included 100 camels, each carrying hundreds of pounds of pure gold. Everywhere he went, Mansa Musa distributed gold freely, giving it to the poor, purchasing goods, and financing the construction of mosques and religious schools. The sheer volume of gold he gave away was so immense that it destabilized the economies of the regions he passed through, particularly in Cairo, where his spending caused the value of gold to plummet for over a decade. The stories of his journey spread far and wide. In Cairo, his visit left the city's rulers awestruck, as they had never seen such wealth. In the Mediterranean and European worlds, cartographers began to place Mansa Musa and the Mali Empire on their maps, acknowledging the vast riches of Africa for the first time. One of the most famous depictions of Mansa Musa can be found on the 1375 Catalan Atlas, where he is shown holding a golden scepter and a gleaming gold nugget, symbolizing his immense wealth and power. However, Mansa Musa's true legacy goes beyond his wealth and the stories of his pilgrimage. Upon his return to Mali, he turned his attention to transforming his empire into a center of culture, learning, and religion. His reign was marked by a period of extensive building projects, including mosques, palaces, and madrasas, particularly in cities like Gao and Timbuktu. Timbuktu, which had already been a significant trade center, became the crown jewel of Mansa Musa's empire. Under his patronage, Timbuktu was transformed into a global hub of Islamic learning, attracting scholars, poets, scientists, and theologians from across Africa and the Arab world. The construction of the Djinguereber Mosque in 1327 was one of Mansa Musa's most famous achievements, and it still stands as a symbol of Mali's glorious past. Mansa Musa's commitment to education went beyond building infrastructure. He funded scholars and established libraries that housed tens of thousands of manuscripts on subjects ranging from mathematics to astronomy, philosophy, and law. Timbuktu's reputation as a center of knowledge spread far and wide, and it became a destination for intellectuals, ensuring that Mali's legacy would be one of not only wealth, but also intellectual power. Yet, even Mansa Musa's reign could not last forever. He passed away in 1337, leaving behind an empire that had reached the peak of its wealth, culture, and influence. After his death, Mali continued to thrive for a time, but eventually, internal strife, external pressures, and the shifting tides of history led to the empire's decline. Despite the fall of the Mali Empire, Mansa Musa's legend lived on. His wealth has been the subject of fascination for centuries, and even today, historians estimate that his fortune would far surpass that of modern billionaires. But perhaps more important than his riches was the cultural and intellectual legacy he left behind, especially in places like Timbuktu, which remained a beacon of learning long after the Mali Empire's power waned. As we reflect on Mansa Musa's life, we are reminded that true wealth is not just measured in gold and silver, but in the lasting impact one leaves on the world. Mansa Musa's wealth built cities, spread knowledge, and fostered a legacy that continues to inspire wonder even 7 centuries later. His story is a testament to the power of vision, leadership, and generosity. Thank you for watching this exploration of Mansa Musa's incredible life and legacy. If you enjoyed learning about history's richest man and want to uncover more fascinating stories from the past, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future journeys into history's most captivating tales. See you in the next video.